Welcome back. It's going to be a Biolab uplink. Game number 3 here. It's ISO going up against Orbit. Series tied at 1-1. Mistrex joined by the beautiful, ever so young Maven.
Thank you. Those are all facts.
Yes. Clint.
Take a look at this. Who?
What do you expect to happen here, Clint?
It was what? Orbit host 1 and 3, I believe is how this one was playing out. So this should be back to Orbit's host. You did see them lose the first respawn, though. So it's been both off-host victories, I guess, so far?
Yeah, I believe so.
That's not usual.
That's usually what happens, you know, Fable win.
All right, well, the big thing to me, who controls purple and blue can get this drone spawn locked down. Accuracy can be taken out pretty much immediately. God, they just flooded right into purple, picking up kills everywhere. Someone in the back's going to grab this drone, and that's going to be silly. So he's able to get it in his hands, pushing over top blue. They're flooding through elbow right now. A teammate drops. He's whacking air. Let's see if they can get forward for one.
I feel like sometimes Silly tries to go so fast that he doesn't actually know what's going on. He's got the drone in his hand, in mid-bio. Looks like Orbit just trying to suffocate them in there. Havoc going to pick up one. He's going to pick up another one. It looks like they're going to bring this one over towards Eskies. Make it 3 in a row for Havoc. Starting things off here, 5-0 Maven. And it's going to be ISO getting on the board here first.
Well, they get that dunk. I'm definitely going to be watching Havoc for the time being. He got 6. He's finally going to fall. Drone in now, though. Llama's got it covered. With the extra health, able to get around. He's got one another. He's just going to toss it forward into the base wisely. He has a teammate, though, up front. Who is that? That was Havoc, who tried to get forward, just grab that toss to get it through. If he would have stuck through, that would have been devastating.
Yeah, we see them do that a lot on this map. I remember we did a listen with them. Dito tries to sneak behind enemy lines, or one of the other players gets on top of Eskies, and then they just kind of play the drone into the base and just go for that dunk. I like the play. I mean, sometimes it works, obviously. Sometimes it kind of backfires a little bit. Vicento with the drone going to be just trying to run it in there for Orbit. He's going to get taken down right away. It's going to be Silly picking this one up for ISO. And look, you have that play set up. Havoc on top of the base. It looks like they're going to try and get this past him, but he's going to get kicked in the back by Accuracy, who's going to be bringing the drone back down Snow. Huge plays out of Accuracy, Maeve.
Yeah, and he should be possibly able to get one through. Now he's surrounded, actually. He's going to get shut down. I couldn't even see that player's triangle. They're right on top of each other. The drone was covering it, and that's going to lead to a counter cap, possibly, as Llama gets forward. Oh, God. I thought he was short. He actually manages to get it through. Maybe his head hit the circle there as he gets it through the uplink. They're up 4-0 right now. And ISO definitely looking like the more dominant team in the respawns. And again, both these respawns, unless what you're sending me is incorrect, both these respawns are hosted by Orbit.
Those are what we're getting from the league. They're telling us these are the ones that are being hosted.
Yeah,
so.
I just don't trust anything you send me at all. You don't look like a trustworthy person. You wear sunglasses and use mousse in your hair. I don't trust people like that.
I've never put mousse in my hair. I may wear sunglasses. I've never put mousse in my hair. That's actually Ron sending you the stuff as well. So you got to trust him. It's Accuracy with the drone, trying to go back blue. He's going to get cut down. Llama God going to be going into blue with the drone. See if he can make it out as players from Orbit trailing him. Looks like Orbit is going to be able to pick up those kills. It's going to be Vicento now with the drone on your screen. I'm surprised Orbit doesn't try and do anything where they set up for any kind of passes around on the flanks. It seems like they just keep trying to go straight up, and they just keep running into Havoc, who's killing everybody.
This is the problem. You know, I've talked about this before. When you're on this side that ISO's on right now, it is very, very difficult to do the long push. You go through purple, you possibly go through elbow, you try to break through that wide open area in snow where you can get lit up from 400 angles because it's literally an open plane of snow. The easiest way to score is just let Orbit do what they're doing. Orbit tries to push forward. They try to come through blue. They try to get forward and score. You end up killing them and use rapid green in a hurry. You have 20 feet to run and you're dunking, basically, and that's how they've gotten all their dunks.
Yeah, they've got 2 or 3 counter caps. Very good point. Burns on your screen, currently on a 4 streak for Orbit. The only one really doing much of anything. Vicento 6 and 9. Happy 9 and 7. I feel like Happy's had some odd stats in this game. Like he's gone positive, but he's gone
really a counter. Like you almost play to it. Like it's not like you're letting them score and then you can count it. You just let them move forward. Here it is again. Let's see if they can clean it up. If they can just get a couple kills here, shut it down in crates, they're going to provide an easy dunk for themselves just to wrap it through green. Here it is again. Let's see if they decide to wrap. Pick up one more kill, and it should be go, go, go. This time they're going to reset it, however. Or maybe? Oh. That was an awkward reset.
I wasn't sure about resetting that one. I think at the last second, a teammate told him to start wrapping it.
Someone was like, oh, no, reset it. And then someone told him to wrap it at the same exact time, and he just got lost in midair.
Yeah, well, Bird's able to put 1 point on the board, but I think if they actually wrapped it there, they probably would have gotten another point. I mean, you saw everybody from Orbit sitting around the drone spawn, and they would have wrapped that one, probably would have got another point. It's going to be Llama God on your screen, trying to lock down Purple over here in elbow. It's going to be Silly with the drone in hand. He's going to get cut down by Vicento, who is behind enemy lines. Havoc, the last one alive for ISO, trying to just get the drone out of bounds. This time he does it. 7 seconds left. It's going to be ISO going into this second half with a 6-1 lead.
And they're able to control it there. And, you know, I feel like in my head, I want to say that the side that ISO's on is the quote-unquote weaker side, because your typical push is kind of, again, through snow. It's just difficult unless you really pick. You have to kill kind of like, what, 2 or 3 full rotations of players, it seems, to go through that way. I guess I'm pretty confident with their chances, though, because they did such a good job countering on that first side.
BioLink, a favorite of Maven, going to be on with Vicento. He's going to be pushing straight into Purple. Orbit, very aggressive. They just haven't seemed to be winning the gunfights.
And who's struggling really on Orbit? No one really. I mean, God, if anyone, that's Llama God.
Yeah, if anyone, it's Llama God struggling,
Yeah.
but I feel like, you know, Havoc, he's come up with some big plays. Same with Silly and Dito. Just haven't really seen anyone from Orbit, like, come up with a big play. I feel like they're all just kind of, you know, waiting, not really waiting, because you really wait for somebody to make a big play, but they're just kind of playing the game. Nobody really trying to, you know, make anything happen for the squad. I mean, they're all just kind of playing fundamental Call of Duty, but, you know, against a team that's explosive like ISO, it's really not going to work. Somebody needs to force the issue.
Yeah, and look at this. So the difference here, they got a couple kills, they got the ball, kind of outside front blue. Instead of taking the opportunity to try and wrap green, they're going to go all the way around to spawn, no, all the way to Purple.
Well, they just pick up
elbow,
3, and now they're not really moving the drone up at all.
It's the longest score of all time. It takes forever. Just to get a point or two, I swear to God, it seems like it takes a full minute just to slay and get there. Well, let's see if they can make it work. They end up getting, actually, they're flanked here. I'm watching Vicento melee everything but the player. He finally is able to get it. Now, can they actually turn this into points? They still have people to deal with in the base, and that's thrown down. So that was
they took a very long time to make that happen, though, Maven. I mean, they get 3
seconds just to hand it over.
I mean, they get 3 dead, and then they just don't move it up the map at all. And you see Dito with the drone in hand, contemplating whether he should bring this outskirts or not. He's going to just play the drone off the map, pick up these kills. Like the decision out of Dito right here. He's going to put the pinch on. Got a teammate over in Purple. Looks like it's going to be accuracy with the drone. He's not going to be able to do anything with it. I mean, looking at it.
He actually tosses it forward, though.
Right.
And that's Vicento there who can get it. It takes an awkward bounce. He's able to turn it into 1, though. Incredible job there, at least getting 1 on the board. Quick reaction there by Vicento. But they're still trailing by 4 here.
Yeah, for a second there, I wasn't sure if Vicento was going to actually be able to pick the drone up. I mean, he was just trying to locate it for a very long time. It's going to be Llama God passing the drone up to Havoc. Havoc getting off that 1-point throw. He's going to knock it down. So that one that we just saw from Vicento really means nothing. So you see ISO going to answer back right away.
Vicento trying to get eyes on someone in a forward position here. And now you have Orbit getting a couple kills, but still not really getting forward yet. They don't have control of the drone spawn. They need to get into Purple first. And there's a player behind who's actually... Dito is almost all the way pushed up in the Orbit base, and they're going to have to deal with this at some point, because he's just killing anyone trying to get into blue. He got 1, he got 2. Can he pick up a player on top green cat as well? Even by accidentally mantling 7 times, he's still somehow alive.
He's just been a nuisance. I mean, they have not been able to get him out of there. I mean, granted, you know, they have players over by Purple. Looks like Silly, he's going to be able to... Havoc actually going to dunk that one in. I believe it's going to be 9-2 in favor of ISO, as you see Havoc picking up some kills there at the end. Dito on a 3 streak. He's going to jump up, try and go for 1. He is going to miss wide left.
Yeah, he didn't take the angle right on.
Yeah.
Kind of got bumped a little bit there, shifted him to the left, and he misses the toss by just a bit. But Llama going to toss it up top to reset. 90 seconds left and up 7. I mean, this is going to be so hard for them to climb back into.
Yeah, I can't see Orbit climbing back into this one. We'll go on board with accuracy.
They've had, what, 2 pushes throughout this entire game?
We haven't seen Orbit really put together anything offensive. I mean, they haven't been getting, like, outslayed crazily. It's just they haven't done anything on the offensive end. It seems like all their kills are just defensive. They haven't put together any real pushes.
Yep, I could not agree more. And on the first side, they just got countered too many times. Brought the drone right in. ISO able to wrap it green for several dunks. And on this side, I mean, they've been trying to do your just standard push out their snow, but to zero effectiveness. It's only led to one toss.
I mean, Happy's 25 and 17. You know, you got Vicento at 25 and 22. Some pretty good scores from the guys on Orbit. They just haven't been able to make anything happen, you know, pushing up the map, and it looks like, as I say, that Happy has potential to get a 2-point play. He's gonna get cut down. Vicento should be able to put that one home. Burns on a 4 streak. Vicento on a 2 streak, but Maven, don't think it's gonna be enough here.
It is not. With 20 seconds left, they're not going to be able to make up the 5 points. So it's going to be a 2-1 advantage for ISO. We're going to have another respawn coming up. They've completely controlled the respawns here. They look so good in their hard points at relegation as well. One of their strongest game types for sure. And I think they're, I don't know, I'm looking for them to close out the next game with the way they're playing at respawn right now.
Yeah, ISO taking this Biolab uplink 9-4 here against Orbit. Can they close it out? Game number 4 coming up next.